Hi, this is Sylvie Stewart, and I'm with Taproot EFT, and I am excited to tap with you. And I wanted to send this video because I'm not sure if you're familiar with EFT or not, so just in case, I wanted to send you a quick refresher or a quick tutorial on the points so that you can jump right in and tap along with us when we meet. The first point is the karate chop point. So this is where you would chop a board if you were in karate class. So it's just this meaty part of your hand, and it doesn't matter which hand you do. It doesn't matter. You can only do it right. So you can do it this way or this way. The other point is the top of the head. And then if you envision a skull, you know that there's eye sockets, and there's this bone that you can feel the edge of the eye sockets. So the first point is just on the inside of the eyebrow right here, right on that ridge. And you can do one hand, two hands, it doesn't matter. The other one is on the outside ridge of this eye socket, and you can do one hand or two hands, it doesn't matter. And then the bottom of the eye socket, under the nose, under the mouth, the collarbone, and you can do one or two, you can do both at once. And then the monkey point. This is also kind of where a bra strap would hit. And you can do it this way, one, two, or this way. My arms are a little shorter, so I do tend to like it this way. And if you think about this, these are points that we touch naturally anytime when we're stressed out. So you'll see people say, oh, or oh, or oh, or oh my goodness. And then this is a very popular one too. So we're already touching these points unconsciously when we get into a stress state or a shock state or any kind of closing up state. And so what we use in EFT is just we're using these points very rhythmically and systematically to help shift motions, because each point will actually coincides with a group of emotions. And so we're just making sure we get all the emotions in case it's a mixed bag. And all the points are actually from Chinese acupuncture. So it's got thousands of years of research behind that. And there's another technique that we may go into. So I just wanted to show it to you just so you're familiar. You don't have to memorize any of this, because if we do, I'll be tapping along with you. But this is called the 9 gamut point. And there's these two bones right here on your hand, and it can be either hand, but there's a groove in between. And you're just gonna tap in that groove. And some people like to hold their hand like that. Some people like to have their hand out. It doesn't matter which side you do, it's all about your comfort. And then what you'll do, and I'll instruct you, but just to show you, is you'll close your eyes and open your eyes, and you'll look hard down right, like you're looking over your shoulder, then hard down left, like you're looking over your shoulder, and then you'll keep your nose pointed at the camera, and you'll look up into your periphery at the top. So we're stretching our eyeballs here on purpose. And so you're gonna look up, and you're gonna go around as if there was this huge clock in front of you, and we're stretching our eyes into the periphery, because that's where trauma can actually affect the periphery of vision. And so you're gonna go 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, it's probably backwards on the video, but 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And then we'll do that a couple times, and we'll go counterclockwise a couple of times. The reason we do this is because it pulls on different neural pathways in the brain, but it also affects the nonverbal and preverbal forms of trauma also. So it's a really just gentle clearing technique that helps kind of clear some energy out of some stuck corners. And so that is it's more important that you try to hit each number than to go fast. If we're doing an individual session, I'm watching your eyes to see if there's a flutter or a skip sometimes. And that's okay. If that comes up, we'll just go back and kind of smooth out a section. and then just get right back on track. So it's not a big deal if it shows up, but that's what we're looking for, just to make sure it's smoothed out. In a group setting, it's harder to make sure everybody's eyes are doing that. So you'll just have to kind of, as you're tuning in to what we're tapping with, you'll just want to just notice, if you can, if there's a flutter or skip, or one area is kind of feeling a little bit more crunchy than the other areas. And then if that's not comfortable, that's okay. We can also have you do X's where you're doing like that. You can also go side to side. So anywhere where you're moving your eyes and getting into the periphery some is going to be beneficial. And so, and then you're tapping the whole time you're doing that. So it's kind of like patting your head and rubbing your stomach at the same time. And that's all by design. And so that is a really good technique that we can use in clinical EFT, which is what I'm certified in. We actually use 48 different techniques, and so we have a different way of approaching anything that comes up, depending how it's coming up and how the person that I'm working with is responding. So in a group setting, it's a little bit we don't go as deep as we do in an individual session, but you still get benefits which is what we call borrowing benefits. And it's kind of like when you watch a movie, you will cry sometimes with the movie, even though it's not your life, or you might be really scared, or be affected inside, and you can feel it. You can really feel it. And it's because we have these mirror neurons as humans to relate to each other. And so group tapping works great also, because even if I'm working on one person in the group and everyone's tapping along with us, you're still getting borrowing benefits and clearing your own things that are coming up too. And so it just is a really neat way to feel supported. Groups are great because we know that we're not alone in some of the things that we deal with and can feel like we're alone with sometimes. So I wanted to send this to you just for a quick kind of info video. And if there's any questions you have, feel free to reach out to me. I'm looking forward to seeing you, and have a great rest of your day.